Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the New England Patriots and the Cincinnati Bengals. Plenty of season left to go. 3 months of football ahead as we are underway here at Week 4. Return coming from the 6. He's brought down just inside the 25. Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Set, ready. Flag, striker, 3-3. Ready.
Throwing now off the play action. Escapes out to the left. Finds him on the crossing route. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up at the 38.
Set, punt, ready.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots take a 6-0 lead right away. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards.
Coming in from the right, and they blocked it! They blocked it! There he goes on the right side! Reaches the 40! At the 20! And against all odds, they get the block and return it all the way for 2!
Well, partner, it's about the most unlikeliest score you're going to see. 6-2 out the gate. I don't think I've ever seen it. But you follow a touchdown with a block point after the return, it's exactly what you get. And you actually see smiles on both sidelines as we get going.
After seeing his point after blocks, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
Ready.
Blown back, it's the handoff. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Ready.
First down, and they go right back to it. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's 16 yards on that play. And the Bengals have a first down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
We've set it down from 37. They go play action on first down. Complete out to the right. gets away from him. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
Ready. 60 bites. Ready.
Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. He picks up 5 on that 1st down run. Brings up 2nd down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Brought in. He's going to be stopped after a pickup of 9, and that's going to make it 1st and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in-cut and make the catch.
They'll try and punch it in. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. He even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
18 Cardinal.
Gets it down and right. And the defense holds, Brock. They catch him at the 4. He only gets back to that line of scrimmage.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
18, come on. Let's go.
3rd down from the gun. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals finish off their opening drive. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
That one right down the middle. And the Bengals push their lead to 3. To send it away. This return starts at the 5. Making some progress here. Races past midfield. Into the red zone. Touchdown on an incredible return. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
Watching one kick get taken back, partner. Let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Well, you love when you can go from 1st down to 1st down, Brock. Makes things easy for an offense, and it is the primary reason that he gets looks that he does.
Every touch he gets has a solid chance of working out just like that, and it's why many of these first quarter looks have his name all over them.
Escapes the defender. And he's going to have this down at the 42-yard line. 12 yards on that play and a good call, nets him the first.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
First down from the 42.
Here we go, here we go. Cougar 19.
Setting up to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Let's go now. Huh, 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Ready?
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Back now, pressure coming. We'll put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So that brings up 2nd down.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Back to the air they go on 2nd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Quarterback of his renowns, kid, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it in the double coverage early. And that incompletion was just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Here we go, set. 70 Timberwolves.
3rd and long for him here. He will score. It's a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals hold a slim 2-point lead early.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Brown adds the PAT. And the Bengals push their lead to 3.
16, Patriots 13.
Now Brown on to send it away. Fielded at the 7. Things going well so far. And in great shape after that return. He's across the 35 before going out. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10.
Ready, cut.
Hand off to the back. The stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. And gain 11 on that play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Hits his running back. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. That's going to do it for our 1st quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Our score is 16-13. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Back and ready now for the 2nd quarter. It's Patriots football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Short pass brought in. And this one doesn't go far. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st and 3. And they'll have 2 left to work work with here in the first half.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route for target.
Second down now, 7 to go. Looking in the air here. They're on it, that's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball more times than not.
Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Patriots are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Must be paying these guys a day rate, not the hourly rate, because it took them just one play to answer interception for interception. We're right back, basically, to where we were 2 snaps ago, with a whole lot of excitement in between.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Ready. Catch right.
There's a dive up the middle. Touchdown, New England! The Patriots pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Kicking team out to try the extra points. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Patriots take a 4-point lead.
Bengals 16.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Flush down out to his left. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Here we go, here we go.
2nd and 10, and they'll stick to the air. Brought in right side. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Look at that power, deep left side. So the heave knocked away from the intended target. That brings up 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. All right, they're out and set. Here we go, 1st and 10. Dive play straight ahead. And the stop will be made as he gets this up to about the 18. Working quickly here.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
1st down, play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Blue 30.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Completed to his running back. This one gets to the 22. There's Nick Sporton there on the play.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
That's caught for the first. No one's around him. He's got space. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
You know, Kid, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Some good running here as he gets him 7 on that first down carry.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
Yellow, 43.
Back to throw now. Oh, this big guy is moving! And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Trouble, 38. Ready?
Now he'll throw off the play fake. That one's complete, right side. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
The ability to take any completion, short or deep down the sideline, and continue adding yardage, that's called yak, and every coach loves it.
Ready?
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
52. Shot. Ready, ready.
Running back sent in motion.
40. Ready.
Here's a give on 1st and goal. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
2nd and goal, they're going to throw. Trouble brewing, and the Bengals bring him down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. They need some extra time to think over 3rd and long. We've got a timeout. They're down to their final one in this half. After the sack, they're left 3rd and goal now from the 13.
Here we go. 33. Yellow. Grill green. Ready, ready.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He brings it in. He's in for the New England touchdown. The Patriots now lead by 10. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Setting up to try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Patriots drive their lead to 11.
Bengals 16.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Sending him on the dive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handles that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Throwing it on 2nd down. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again.
Obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series.
He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position, because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you're on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just sling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
The give here on second. He's going to take this one forward for a gain of about 9. Third down coming up.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Ready up.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11.
Ready. Yellow, 22. 12, 10. Blue striker. Ready.
To the air on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that extends their lead to 14.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
Ready.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Taking a shot deep here. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Cooper to Gene in to pick it up. Will take possession at the opposing 35-yard line after he goes out on the return.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it, that's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
Here we go. Here we go. Yellow, line, ready.
On 1st down, they'll run. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Just an outstanding play by that safety. But I'll say this, Kate, that offensive coordinator, take note. Those safeties are flying play on a toss. Well, I can assure you a reverse, a trick play, something over their heads coming eventually.
Finds a man right side. He works it down to the 37. Kalen Bullock up to make the stop. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It'll be a 54-yarder from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
Hot 70.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Complete out to the right side. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They get 19 on that pickup. And the Bengals have a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. Gain of 26 yards there. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Here we go. Start. Cup 19. Cup 19. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Working inside the red zone. The 3. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Going ground on 1st and goal. And he's in for the touchdown. The Bengals cut into the lead coming out of halftime. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And he's going to elect not to bring this one out, so no run back this time. We'll pick things up from the 35. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. Here's the one back on the handoff. And they drop him with a big hit, but it's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Drill 52. 50. Ready.
Back-to-back carries here. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's a New England 1st down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Smith red. 45. Watch that.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Got a good handful there as it brings up 2nd down. Dose of the hurry up here.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
And he could have a free play here. Throwing deep towards the end zone. And that one is incomplete. There's a flag down, though. If someone was across that line, this could end in a 1st down after all.
Ready.
So fresh set of downs after the penalty.
Ready. Green. Hut.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Completed over the middle. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Give him 13 on that play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
They'll run here on 1st down. And this hasn't been a common side out of him tonight, but the defense wins this round. He's limited to no gain on the carry. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
2nd and 10, back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
Shotgun now on third down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 4th and long. So for the 3rd time tonight, they're going to bring him out for a field goal try. Definitely not an automatic here. This 41 yards away.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals shrinking the lead some in the 3rd.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary if he just made him pay.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bengals get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. He fields it from the 8. He's got a lane up past the 30. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. Rolling from the gun here. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes, and what a difference it can make for an offense.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots go up by 12.
Let's see, Kate, I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What we could call this, other than simply splendid?
So the Patriots leaving the offense out there. Look at this. They want 2 more here. Motioning the tight end now. All right, they're going to throw for it. And he's into the end zone for 2. That sets him up with a 14-point lead.
You know, we tend to say this all the time, and I'll say it yet again, Kate. Big targets in the red zone are an enormous advantage. Not many guys can match up and defend someone like him, and no surprise, they went right to him for the conversion.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. To throw here on 1st down. That's too close to the sideline, and it's going to be out of bounds.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Let's go. Buffalo 8, Bronco 80.
Throw here, third down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up fourth down. The Bengals send out the punting unit. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. He takes it at the 44. And a big hit on the return to stop it cold.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Shot. Ready.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. His progress is soft, but a nice 5-yard gain before a loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's a New England first down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
When one defender failed, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
They'll go play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the 5th time they've gotten there for a sack in this one, Brock. And they're going to try for number 6 on third down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
And Bengals with an extra DB out there now. Third down.
Ready, red, yellow, 10 black. Hut.
Third and long for him here. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35.
Ready up.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
19, Charger, 9.
They'll throw to start the drive. Has him on the quick hitter. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, when one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
They've been doing it.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they're staring at 4th and long. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th.
Go. Ready.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And this one's swatted away by a defender, so they went for it unsuccessfully. And now they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Brought in right side. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
You know, Kate, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it. Right? Look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield, and the big play follows.
Takes the second down snap. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And it's third down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Here we go.
Air it out on third. Looking for the end zone and a deep shot. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots keep adding to that fourth quarter lead.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. The point after splits the uprights. And the Patriots make it a 24-point ball game.
Bengals 30.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Has this at the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. Great vision, gets him across midfield. Field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50.
Well, at this point, they're going to take points any way they can get him, and that includes on special teams. He's had a ton of kicks sent his way, a bunch of returns today, and he nearly made him pay with that one.
Fits it through the middle. And he stopped at the spot he made the catch, so give him, looks like the 27 on that completion.
Gotcha, ready?
So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10.
10 at the 27-yard line.
Ready? 60.
Throwing from the gun. Complete over the middle. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably and then go to work after.
The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
He gets it again. And this time he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals putting up points in a game decided. Took a couple of runs into that wall before they finally punched it across for the score.
Well, that defensive front, you know they were dialed up to make a stand, but it was going to be a challenge to make another 2 stops even after that one. A crack formed in the wall, and it burst through for a touchdown.
Body on the line for his team. All right, partner, it is a small step on a long road back, but a necessary one. The touchdown and that conversion drop us back down to a 2-score game.
So you're saying there's a chance, Kate, just a little bit of a chance. Maybe they got to do it again and again and again. But all I know, time may not be on their side, but they did gain just a little bit of momentum.
Now Brown on to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. And we're going to have to pause here. An injured Bengals still out there and being looked at now. New England bringing the offense to the line. First and 10.
Ready.
Lone back gets the handoff. This great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Even 38 on that one. And the Patriots will have a first down.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Off the play fake, he'll throw. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, it kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Connects on the crosser. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots have likely locked up the win right there. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock, he sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Patriots stretch the lead to 23.
Bengals 38.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. Ready.
They'll throw to begin this drive. Looking right, and he finds it. And he's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9.
Well, much credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, they didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
And that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
He's got it to his running back. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Sticking to the air here. Gets him on the end route. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And the Bengals have a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Finds him over the middle. He stopped at the spot he made the catch, so give him, looks like the 27 on that completion. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Running in the red zone. Completed to his running back. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals making the scoreboard look a touch better. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go get your job done.
That one right down the middle. And the Bengals get it back to within 2 scores. Now Brown on to send it away. Starting from the 5. So a little burst so far. And not a bad place for them to start, up past the 30-yard line. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning.
Let's ready.
Give now to the running back. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Patriots nearing their first win of the season. First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Here, hut.
They give it to him again. And that 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard. Eagles into the nickel set, 3rd down.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking for Zay Flowers, and that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
They're going to throw for it on 4th. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Ready.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Pass it down close. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead.
There are a couple different ways now to win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And this is going to be cut for 2, so some fight left in them. Love it. It is back to a 1-score game. Okay, partner, in that spot, you know you got to go for it there. Make it a 1-score game. How do you come up with a call that works when that defense knows from the start of things that you're going for 2?
Because, Kate, we're talking about practice. And we're talking about practice. You actually practice those plays, and you come up typically with 2 or 3 2-point conversion plays every single week. You practice them, you rep them, so when it's called like that, you're ready for the moment.
And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10.
Come on,
Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Short pass caught by his tight end. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a New England 1st down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out and gets some leverage. He gets to the edge before the defender can cover him.
And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. For them as we approach the end of this game. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. 52-40. Ready?
Another carry for him. Here he goes again. Makes a cut to the right sideline. And this is all the way to the 13-yard line.
He just didn't quite have the last bit of burst needed to finish it off. But don't be surprised to see them go his way again soon. Give him a chance to earn that touchdown.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone.
Ready.
We're going to pass it here. Catch made. And he will score! And with almost no time left, that should clinch the win! So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. We talk where it is and where it stands right now, Kate. That should be the capper, and that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So first down from the 41. Pass play coming here. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now it's second down.
Ready, set. Come on.
They'll throw it.